Brad Williams, Excel Primed. We're going to combine data from 3 internal worksheets into a single new list. How are we going to do that? We're going to use this VSTACK. We're going to build 3 independent stores. Store 1, store 2, store 3. Data has to be identical. What am I talking about? Here's store 1. The data doesn't have to be identical. The blocks, the locations have to be identical. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to capture this information. Why? This is just an array. We're grabbing this array and we're going to transport it over here into our block. We're going to do the same thing for store 2 and store 3. And our array is going to be this store 1, store 3, B4 to D9. That's it. What's important here is assembling this in identical duplicate format. You see store 1, store 2, store 3. Data has to be aligned perfectly, otherwise you're going to get blanks or zeros or what have you. Exactly as though the information was placed here in B, C, and D in our different blocks on this page, capturing this information over in this different layout. Some important key facts. You may run into a problem with when you open this particular deal, it could say there's a security issue, or it may be appended with the entire page name, and it could go on and on and on. I delete that information and I focus only on the pertinent data. And in this case, when you input this, make sure you start off with a single quote, not a double quote, single quote. Otherwise, you're going to get an error. And then B4, recognize we're including the header here, D9. You see the colon here? That integrates the store 1, store 2, store 3. It's been designed this way in order to capture this. If you look at this, you can hit F9. It doesn't mean anything. Hit over here, hit F9, and this stuff changes. All we're doing is picking this stuff up the VSTACK. No magic here. It's just that you have the ability to grab this information. We used to have to either put an equal sign and point to that, or we would use an index match, or we could use any of the other many tools to do this. But now VSTACK captures this information, and then from there you could add whatever delicacies in terms of tools. You could add other tools in here and manipulate this stuff further. Read it if you need it. There's the anatomy. Brad Williams, Excel Prime.